did I watch the original 3 Top Gun films and or any of the Police Academy films? Yes, I did. Would I say I was a particular fan of them? That remains to be seen. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content as well as movie reviews here on this channel every week. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free and I will leave a playlist of my recent reviews linked up above in case you are looking for something to watch this weekend. So yes, I went to see the new Naked Gun film. As I say, I have seen the previous Naked Gun films. I think I went to see the 33 and the third one as like a new release. Like I either saw it in the cinema or rented the video. But obviously wasn't really of film watching age when the first 2 came out. But I have seen them. I have seen Leslie Nielsen in a lot of things, being his own Leslie Nielsen way. And I think that the jokes in the film are very silly, but they are the kind of jokes that sometimes I find myself making as a teacher, trying to kind of keep 11-year-olds entertained. And so that kind of gives you an idea of the kind of humour that is inside of the new Naked Gun film as well. I thought this one was interesting casting to have Liam Neeson coming in and playing your kind of the same character as Leslie Nielsen, and then it's revealed that like he's his son. Again, that's not really a spoiler, we kind of know that from the trailer. And then to have Pamela Anderson as the female lead here, and I hear there are now romance rumours around those two in real life, so that's interesting. But yeah, she came on screen, I was like, oh my goodness, it's Pamela Anderson. I didn't expect that because you don't really see her in the trailers so much. I think you see that there is a female in the trailers, but you don't hear her dialogue or really see her an awful lot to know, oh, there's Pamela Anderson. So this film, for it being a, what is it, sequel? Is it a reboot? I think it's kind of a sequel because it picks up on some of the things that were dealt with in the Naked Gun Police Academy universe. And obviously we know that Liam Neeson plays Frank Drebin's like son. And we know that a lot of other people on the police force are also kind of legacy hires, as you might say. I think it could be classed as a sequel as opposed to a reboot. A little bit like Freakier Friday, where you've got something that's happening a long time in the future, but it's still classed as a sequel. So yeah, for it to be a sequel, again, you know the formula that it's going to be. It's going to be that there's, you know, a crime to be solved and he does it in a silly way and gets in trouble for it. But you know that, you know, ultimately he's going to be seen as the hero, even though he might be perceived as the villain. And there's going to be a little bit of romance. And there's going to be some silly slapstick comedy. And there's going to be some silly verbal comedy. And there's going to be some silly visual comedy. And there's going to be some silly misunderstandings. And so you've got that kind of like classic thing. The question is 2025 are 2025 audiences the same amount of receptive to that as like 1990s audiences were to generally the original 3 films? Like, have we moved on from that? That's the big question, because I feel like they didn't write anything new. They didn't come up with anything that was revolutionary. Some of the jokes and the humour were obviously relevant to like today. Like, you know, for example, not to spoil a joke, but you know, she takes a sip of something and they say, oh yes, that's from Bill Cosby's winery, and so she like spits it back out again, obviously. But that is going to date, and you know, if you pick that up in 20 years time, are you going to know why that was funny? But then you could say the same of the original 3 Naked Gun films. But whilst they have put more recent spins on the same jokes. It's still the same jokes and it's still the same style of jokes. And I just don't know if audiences are, as receptive to that as they once were. I actually went to go and see this with my mum and my dad was like laughing raucously next to me, and my mum wasn't enjoying it at all. And I was kind of in the middle going, oh, there's some bits that are making me laugh here. But one of the things I enjoyed was some of the humour in the credits. So make sure you watch the credits carefully. And I don't think that's what they wanted, was for me to take away from that, like, oh, Pamela Anderson was in this and the credits were fun. I don't think that that's probably the audience reaction that they were looking for. I did feel like Liam Neeson was kind of, you know, when you see someone doing comedy, like Jamie Lee Curtis in Freakier Friday, you see someone doing comedy and you go, okay, they're not taking themselves too seriously. But I feel like Liam Neeson in this one was going, oh, I'll do this because it'll get a laugh, but I'm better than this. Oh, I'll do this because it'll get a laugh, but it's beneath me. I just felt like there was that like edge to him, and that might be just coming from me, but because of that, I think that's kind of takes away from it a little bit. And because it's the same humour and the same formula, and I know there's the theory of if it ain't broke, don't fix it, but do we need to change with the times a little bit? So yeah, not the most like well thought out movie review for you today, but those are my thoughts on Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. So yeah, should you pay your cinema going money to go and see this one? No, I do not think you should. I think that there are better things you can go and see in the cinema. There are things that will make you laugh more. I've reviewed quite a few of them, so if you want to, you can check out a playlist. It'll be on the end screen as well. But yeah, should you watch this one on streaming? Maybe. Like when it comes to streaming, put it on while you're having your dinner, or put it on a Sunday afternoon where you kind of like snuggled up on the sofa or what have you, and give it a go. But I don't think it's worth cinema going money to go and watch this one. As always, if there is a particular movie you would like me to watch and bring a review to you here next week, do let me know in comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future movie reviews and or bookish content. And yeah, I will see you with my next video. Thanks for watching.